How are you doing, everyone? I am the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub, but you all can call me Bailey. If you're subscribed, I'm only 7 away from 400, meaning 400 of you almost can call me Bailey. If not, click that subscribe button. Super close to 400, then we can reach 500, then 1,000, then 1 million, then 1 billion. Only 1/7 of the world's population has to start playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, specifically Yu-Gi-Oh! GOAT and Edison format, and then I can become the first channel ever to 1 billion subscribers, but only if you guys hit that button. Today, I'm wearing my blue hat with some drafts on it. Sadly, drafts cannot swim, so they would die if they were in a Legendary Ocean. We're playing one of my old decks. It's a oldie but a goodie. It is in a Legendary Ocean GOAT format deck. Talk about it real quick. Obviously, got to run 3 Legendary Ocean, 2 Terraforming. It heavily revolves around the Legendary Ocean, so you need to see it. That's why we're running 5 copies of it. What it does, if you don't know, a Legendary Ocean, while giving all water monsters 200 attack and defense, the bigger thing is it reduces the in-hand and on-field level of water monsters by 1, meaning that YuGiOh is a level 4 in your hand, along with Terra King Salmon, so you can normal summon them without a tribute, and it's a 2450 or 2400 for Terra King Salmon, so you're normal summoning a Monarch. Obviously no effect, but you just get to normal summon, drop it, no tribute. Really, really nice. Running 1 Sinister Serpent is by far the best water monster in GOAT format. And then some of my favorite little interactions. Level Limit, Area Beat, and Gravity Bind. Since your level 4 water monsters are now level 3 water monsters, you can attack typically, and your opponent can't, because a lot of GOAT format does revolve around level 4, like Warrior, things like that. So we're running 3 Mother Grizzly, 2 Amphibious Bugroth MK3, and 1 Mermaid Knight. If Umi is on the field, Bugroth can attack directly for 1700 damage because of the 200 attack and defense boost. And Mermaid Knight can attack twice, also at 1700. Both of them can be searched off of Mother Grizzly, or searched, special summoned. You guys know the difference. So it's a little interesting combo where you can be attacking your opponent directly for 1700, and they can't attack you at all. To go along with all this, we got the 2 Abyss Soldier, Tribe Infecting Virus, and Yami Ship as other water monsters. Tribe and Abyss Soldier also can attack, discarding the Sinister Serpent or discarding any of the other water monsters. Yami Ship is kind of like a Destroyer Dragon. If it's destroyed by battle, it destroys the monster to destroy the card. Can be searched off Mother Grizzly. Just an interesting water monster to help tie this engine together, give yourself a little bit of destruction. We got the Pot of Greed, Charity, Duo, Snatch Steal, Premature Burial. Probably going to see them pretty much every GOAT deck. 2 Noblemen across out, Heavy Storm, MST. You could maybe drop the Heavy Storm because there's a lot of spell traps you want to keep. Potentially running another Terra King Salmon. Maybe something from the side deck. It's up to you guys, but this is what I had before. I'm just going to keep running it. Mirror Force, Torrential, 3 Solemn Judgment. Absolutely crazy if that was just legal in GOAT format. Ring of Destruction, and Call of the Haunted. Side deck I made a few adjustments to, like I added some decrees. But let's just go in and go ahead. Dueling Book is bothering me a little bit, just because the ad is now on the sides, not the top. So I had to adjust my screen. So apologies for a little bit of black space on the side here. But unfortunately, Dueling Book is not an HD resolution website. I wish it was, but I get they need to make money. They got to run ads. He opens up Pot of Greed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up. Wait. Did he? I just don't. One, 2. So he had 6. Okay. I don't know why. Am I wrong? I think I'm just silly and stupid, but I swear it seemed like he drew too many cards. Okay. We'll go ahead and activate Delinquent Duo. Discarding his Tribe Infecting Virus, and Breaker the Magical Warrior. I think from here, I don't think Snatch Steal is the play. Though we could potentially. I think the better play is set Gravity Bind, activate Level Limit Area B. and try to go for a little bit of a stall game here. If he has something like a Dust Tornado, which he does, he gets rid of the Area B. Fine by me. I basically did that to bait out a Dust Tornado, thinking that he Solemn Judgments. Okay. A Legendary Ocean draw. Do I go for game here? Actually, it wouldn't be game, but it would be 3,600 damage if I was to activate a Legendary Ocean. Let's go for Snatch Steal. And see if he negates it. I think he's thinking about negating it. Okay, he goes ahead and lets it go through. If we normal summon Tribe, Mirror Force would kind of blow us out, so I'm just going to attack with the Kaiku. It's a Sakuretsu armor. Fine by me. Not ideal, but by no means is it the end of the world. Sets another back row. Premature Burial. And he trapped Dust Shoots, so we'll send our Tribe Infecting Virus back to deck. We have no monsters, so we'll just keep it in hand. Setting could have been decent, just in case he draws a Delinquent Duo. He gets another Kaiku, hitting us for 1,800. No monsters in grave for him to banish. And we draw an MST. We'll go ahead and set MST, set Premature Burial. Eat another 1,800 damage. Where are all of our monsters? Let's go ahead and MST the new. It was a Call of the Haunted. Okay, draw Mirror Force. Set the Mirror Force and end. He's probably going to go straight to battle. And I imagine he might have a... Yeah, okay. He Judgments. I want to bring in one Mobius. Maybe, I know the Heavy Storm looked nice. One over maybe a Nobleman, a Cross Out. Also, maybe we bring in a Daedalus. No, we'll bring in one Trap Hole. I hope I didn't just not see a Magician of Faith, but his deck does not seem to be the kind that would run a Faith. Opening hand is Judgment, Call, Gravity Bind, YuGiOh, Graceful Charity, and Snatch Steal. So let's go ahead and activate Charity. Drawing a Legendary Ocean, MST, and Mermaid Knight. We'll discard Mermaid Knight and maybe we'll discard MST. Activate a Legendary Ocean. Normal summon YuGiOh. Set Gravity Bind. Call Judgment. And this is 2650. 17. That's fine. I'll let him Pot of Greed. Snatch Steal. That's fine by me. I'll Gravity Bind. Make him start not to defense. There we go. Okay. He was mistaking Gravity Bind. Okay. I think the play here is going to be Snatch Steal Wanghu. And this is game. Actually, no, it's not game. Though we will then activate Call. It wasn't game, but alright. Yeah, no, I messed up. I think, can Mobius target my own? Yeah, I should have targeted my own Gravity Bind to ensure game. Well, let's go ahead and be done siding. Actually, let's bring out, instead of Delinquent Duo, another Trap Hole. I think that seems good. I do like his deck, though. Just a kind of normal summon, good normal summon beatdown with Wanghu, Kaikus, probably Breaker in there. Just things that are over 1400 that get good pluses. I've been wanting to build an Edison deck that's just a stun deck, but focuses on a similar thing of cards like Breaker, Kaiku, Banisher the Radiance. I know it's not like the most uncommon thing to ever be seen, just a stun deck, but I feel like there's some potential there. Opening hand, Giga Gaga Giga Gigo, Mermaid Knight, Graceful Charity, a Legendary Ocean, and a Terraforming. They set 2 back row and a monster. Alright. I will go ahead and activate a Pot of Greed. Or, not Pot of Greed. First I'm going to do Terraforming. Get myself a Legendary Ocean. Then I will activate Pot of Greed. Drawing Gravity Bind and Mother Grizzly. And finally, I will activate Graceful Charity. Drawing Gigo, Terraforming, and MST. Let's get rid of a Legendary Ocean and a Gigo. Activate another Terraforming. Getting the 3rd Legendary Ocean, so our deck is now as thin as possible compared to what we started at. Do I want to... Let's go ahead, I think, and just try to normal summon Mother Grizzly and attack. And they get Sakuretsu Armored. And then we'll go ahead. Do we set Gravity Bind? We'll MST the back row in battle. It was a Dust Tornado. Perfect. And we will set Gravity Bind and end. It's a Kaiku and a Sangan. I'll eat 1000 damage and then flip Gravity Bind. Level limit area B. Perfect. We'll activate a Legendary Ocean. Normal summon Mermaid Knight, making her 1700. 900. Just because I think we have to, I'll activate level limit area B. And we will attack over both monsters. I wonder if he doesn't realize that it's level 3. And he left. Could be just laggy. Seemed a little odd for him to have just left. And I don't feel like it's saltiness. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that was salty. We had that little interaction in the beginning of the game. I do have a coffee on the burner right now. I should probably go get that, so... With all due luck, it actually is a bit of saltiness, and he is rage quit, and in 1 minute I can go and get myself a coffee so I can wake myself up. Because I did not sleep too well last night. Not to get all political on you guys, but just interesting. I'm recording this 11/4. Tomorrow is election day for us in America. Don't care what your politics are. Don't care what you believe. Anyone can believe anything. That's my firm belief, as long as it doesn't really threaten the physical harm of others. Frankly, you can believe whatever you want, in my mind, as long as you don't go and physically harm others. I think you can have some abhorrent beliefs as long as you don't hurt other people. Some people might say that those beliefs in and of themselves are harmful, which, of course, it sucks when people believe things that are just mean, but I defend people's right to believe them, as long as, again, you don't act upon it. And he quit. So, but long story short, if you guys can, go and vote. I recommend everyone, no matter what, no matter who you're voting for, go and exercise your right to do so. And I'm gonna run and get my cup of coffee. So, let's, I'll open up the deck real fast, just so you guys have something to look at. And go. My apologies, fellas, but I'm sure you guys know that coffee can be essential for some of us, and you got a little sneak peek, and I'm also very unprofessional. Let's go ahead, though, without any further ado, let's go and start another game. I just didn't want my coffee to burn on the burner. I mean, it's supposed to burn a little bit, hence being on a burner, but I didn't want it to get burnt. What were we talking about? Politics, as we all do playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It is interesting, though, because we all, for the most part, I actually haven't looked at the analytics, but I have to imagine that we are all 20, late teens to most likely between 20s and 30s-year-old men, because that's the target of Yu-Gi-Oh! Taking a long time to find a game. There we go. And so we're all, not that we're all, politically active. For the most part, I'd say most of us don't really care. But we are in that age group where we are becoming the most important people in the world, for lack of a way to say it. We are going to be inheriting things just by nature of old people die. Times are certainly tumultuous, but I don't really, want to talk about necessarily political beliefs. I don't feel like it does much good. Alright, we opening hand, Abyss Soldier, Mermaid Knight, Nobleman across out, Premature Barrel, Gravity Bind, Solemn Judgment. We'll set Bind and Judgment. I feel like he's going to Heavy Storm right here. He summons a Sangan. Hi. We'll eat 1,000 damage. And I don't know, for me, politics is something that I don't even mind talking about, but you just have to be careful when you talk about it. And I don't necessarily mean in this video, I just mean in general, I don't mind talking about it with other people. it's just such an interesting world that we live in right now, politically, but also just by nature of how no matter who you support, people can hate you. Like, there's just so much hate in this world. I personally believe that the only thing that can get past all the hate is love. Call me, like, weird and preachy, but I just think, like, love each other, understand one another. We draw a legendary ocean. I will summon a legendary ocean. And summon a mermaid knight. We will Solemn Judgment his Torrential Tribute, taking 3,500 damage. And then let's go ahead and attack. See what he searches himself with his Sangan. Gets himself a Sinister Serpent. Okay. I'll end there. Hopefully he sets the Serpent and then I can Nobleman across out it. Maybe he goes ahead and Heavy Storms now. Doesn't seem like it though. Preferably he just sets the Serpent and ends. He Premature Burials the Sangan. That's fine. Maybe Tribute over it. That would make sense to me if he's using this as tribute fodder. No, he just goes ahead and sets one back row and sets a monster. Ring of Destruction. I'll go ahead and Nobleman across out the monster. It was the Sinister Serpent. Perfect. And we will go ahead and attack. He lets that go through. And he searches himself. What? A UFO turtle. And I'll attack directly with Mermaid Knight, which goes through. Alright, so he's at 2,400. I'm going to just end turn there. I want to save Ring of Destruction for next turn. He Pot of Greeds, that's fine. Let me know, guys, if you've gotten this far. Reading. Select one monster in your hand and show it to your opponent. That's fine. I don't think this is a big deal. Yamada Dragon. So it becomes a level 6. It becomes 6. Doesn't go to grave. L. Cool card. Like the idea. I like that it is a cool idea. Using level conversion lab to be able to normal summon a really big spirit monster. Do I think it's good? No. Do I think it's funny? Yes. We'll go ahead and attack UFO Turtle with our Mermaid Knight. He gets another UFO Turtle. I will attack that UFO Turtle with Mermaid Knight. He will take 300 damage. And he gets Flame Ruler. I will go ahead and set Solemn and Ring of Destruction. Trunade. We'll go ahead and activate Solemn here. Interesting. I actually like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and summon Abyss Soldier. And with Prio, and then we'll go ahead and attack. It's a Mirror Force. I think I'm safe here with Gravity Bind and Ring of Destruction. Upstart Goblin, especially if he Upstart Goblins. Now I am at higher life points and my Ring of Destruction is much safer. We'll go ahead and Gravity Bind. Okay, and this should be game. I can activate Premature Burial. We'll take 800. Making this 17-9. Attacking the UFO Turtle. He takes 300. Getting a Flame Ruler. Attacking that. And Ring of Destruction for game. Okay. GG. I like his deck. Again, very interesting. I think Trap Hole and Nobleman could be good. We'll get rid of one duo. And yeah, I think just one. Getting rid of the duo is fine. I think the rest seems good. I do like that he's trying to innovate. Do I think his deck is good? Like I've said many times already, no. But I'm not known for playing good decks. I play fun decks. I've never seen this combo before, which is what I really like. Alright, opening hand is Mother Grizzly, Premature Burial, Solemn Judgment, Nobleman a Crossout, Graceful Charity, and Mirror Force. We'll go ahead and Nobleman a Crossout, likely as UFO Turtle, which it is. We'll summon Mother Grizzly and attack. And I'll just set Mirror Force and end. I kind of want to say the Graceful Charity to maybe, hopefully, find Sinister Serpent. He sets one back row and one monster. And ends. And there's the Sinister Serpent right on time. We'll activate Graceful Charity. Drawing Solemn Judgment, Snatch Steal, Level Limit Area B. Discarding Sinister Serpent and probably a Solemn. We'll go ahead and attack it with the Mother Grizzly. It's a Flame Lord. We'll set the Solemn and end, just in case it is a Yamata Dragon play. He sets a back row, sets two back row, sets three back row, and a monster and ends. We will go ahead, get a Sinister Serpent back to hand. Normal summon, declare, pitching the Sinister Serpent, targeting Flame Ruler. And I think from here, let's attack with the Abyss Soldier. Mirror Force, we'll Solemn Judgment. Morphing Jar. Unfortunate. Okay. And we'll attack with Mother Grizzly. Scapegoat. Again, very interesting. Let's Pot of Greed. Getting Gravity Bind and Terraforming. We'll Terraforming, getting ourselves another Legendary Ocean. And we will set Ring of Destruction, activate a Legendary Ocean, and boosting these up. And I think we'll just end here. He True Nades. That's fine. And he Pot of Greeds after the True Nade. Upstart Goblin. I'll take the life points. I like life points. 2 of his Flame Rulers are gone. Premature Burial still in deck, likely in hand, given the amount of cards that he has. He sets 1 back row, 2 back row. Metamorphosis. Okay. He does get himself a 1,000 Eyes Restrict, sucking up Abyss Soldier. And does he attack over the Mother Grizzly? That is the question. He does. Let's go ahead and search ourselves. Probably Mermaid Knight. Yeah, probably Mermaid Knight. Or do we just get another Mother Grizzly? Let's get another Mother Grizzly. We'll go ahead and add Sinister Serpent to hand. Let's normal summon Prio, Declare. I'll take 1,800. He takes 1,800. We'll go ahead and beat over a token. Set Ring of Destruction. Set Mirror Force. And I think just end there. Do we set Gravity Bind? I don't think we do. I don't want to get blown out by a heavy storm. The best would be if he metamorphoses again. He sets a monster, sets a back row, and ends. Alright, perfect. I draw another Legendary Ocean. I suppose that is what happens with this deck, though. We'll go ahead and we just realized I can't get back Sinister Serpent anymore, though it doesn't matter too much. Torrential Tribute is still in deck. We'll go ahead and just attack over the token. And we'll end there. So all 3 Flame Rulers are gone. He sets another back row. And a monster. We'll go ahead try to MST the new back row. It's a Scapegoat. Let's go ahead and summon Amphibious Bergoth MK3. Because if he wants to Torrential Tribute and get rid of all his tokens, that's fine by me. We will change Grizzly to Defense. And try to attack directly with Amphibious Bergoth MK3. It's also Bergoth. It's Bugroth. I say Bergoth. I don't know why, just force of habit. And we'll just end there. Have Ring of Destruction for any potential shenanigans that ensue. Cyberjar. Yeah, that's got to be okay. / banish 5. And we'll set these just so we can't pop them with Tribe Infecting Virus. What did he add to hand? Snatch, Steal, Graceful Charity, Level Conversion Lab. Okay. So he's got Snatch, Graceful, Level Conversion Lab. He activates Graceful. That's fine. He draws 3 more. What's he going to discard? Metamorphosis and Ilamata Dragon. I would love if he just attacks, letting me Mirror Force both his monsters away. And that does look to be what he does. He does get a search with the Sangan. He has yet to normal summon. He gets a Sinister Serpent. And he just ends. Standby will get back Sinister Serpent. So I think the play here is flip summon Mother Grizzly. See if he chains a Torrential. I will activate Ring of Destruction, targeting Mother Grizzly in response. $1,600. Okay. That's fine. We'll activate Heavy Storm. Level Conversion Lab. Activate a Legendary Ocean. Normal summon Giga to Gaga to Giga to Gigo. And attack directly for game. Like your deck. Very fun. Might copy the idea. Yeah, no, I do. I think his deck looks really interesting. I like the idea of using Level Conversion Lab to summon these big, powerful pyros. Boring, but powerful. I like the fun stuff. I do like when this is the interactions you get in GOAT format. People just having a good time playing some fun things, not friggin' Chaos Turbo Mirrors. Of course, Chaos has its place. It is a great deck, by far probably the best deck in the format. But I think you guys saw that you don't need to necessarily run Chaos to have a good deck and have fun. Like, these things can beat over a Chaos Sorcerer. Of course, you're lacking the giant power card that is BLS, but I think you make up for that power in 4 copies of Don't Let Level 4 Monsters or Higher Attack. BLS can do whatever it wants. If it just sits there and does nothing besides banishing monsters every turn, which, frankly, now I say it, like, it kind of is a counter, because, sure, I summon a Bugroth or a Mermaid Knight, and you're just like, banish that, banish it again, banish it. Yeah, it's going to get kind of infuriating. But if you could especially run something like, I don't know, a Kaiku, trying to make sure that the BLS doesn't get on the field, Judgments help with that, Snatch, Steal, maybe something like adding a Book of Moon, so you can Book of Moon it and then Nobleman it, bouncing it back to hand with an Abyss Soldier potentially, or destroying it with Tribe. There are ways around it in this deck, of course, but you know, BLS is a great power card. And like I said, you're lacking that power in a deck like this, but I think what you make up for is fun and consistency in a different kind of way that Chaos just doesn't have. Sometimes Chaos can brick. This doesn't really brick. Usually you have a pretty solid game plan of what you want to do, whether it's relying on Mermaid, not Mermaid Knight, Mother Grizzly getting you into things like Mermaid Knight or Bugroth or the Sinister Serpent, or just using a big beatdown with the Terror King or GiGo. But thank you all for watching. I think this was a really fun video. 42 minutes, just past my 40-minute mark that I like to hit. Make sure you guys go and vote tomorrow. Actually, it might be today, because I think I'm uploading this tomorrow, even though I'm recording it today. Regardless, you guys, little background secret, I'm recording this a day early. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.